What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm inside of a Goodwill looking for things to flip, and this cart just came out, and I'm seeing some good stuff on it. You got some good-looking Doc Martens there. There's some of those Echo shoes, which were pretty beat up, so I left those. Over there, I see some Cabela boots, which I end up buying. These are not marked up, so they look pretty good, just a little muddy. And I see a turkey there, which I don't remember a whole lot about the turkey at this point, except that it had like a made in China sticker on the bottom. It still might have sold. A lot of that turkey stuff, especially the plates, can be pretty good money. I think it was just a cookie jar. If it would have had like a brand name on it or something, I probably would have paid a bit more attention to it. But yeah, some pretty good boots over here. In the furniture, we got like a kitchen set, some of the dishes. I don't really want to mess with that too big, just to get the dishes there. Sometimes if they're Tyco dishes, they sell. Drum set, which didn't look too great to me. Maybe it was. But I look over here at the books and get distracted because I see this Dungeons & Dragons book. And I'm like, oh yeah, Dungeons & Dragons, cool. But it's 4th edition. It's nothing special. But I do see behind it some Warhammer books, which is some pretty big money. A lot of this Warhammer stuff. And it turns out these books ended up being really good. $2.99 a piece, so I grabbed those. I'm looking for more. And I do see some more Warhammer stuff up here. Nothing special, but I do just end up buying it all because I like that kind of stuff. And, well, it ended up being a good buy. I was a little bit nervous, though, that maybe the miniatures sets were already bought. So who knows with that. Check in this basket. Trying to find some goods. I see some cameras laying around. Some really trashy cameras that aren't worth anything. There's an Olympus camera. I thought it was a Stylus Epic at first. And I did pick up this hat as well, which I'll talk about in the haul. And I'm using it as a little basket because for some reason I don't have a cart. Actually, one of those cameras is a really good camera. And I see this and I'm like, please be a Sony Hi8 camcorder because some of those will sell for $200. It was some sort of Sanyo, like VHS-C. I still looked it up later, and it was only selling for like $15, so did not want to buy that. I don't even know what the price was, even if it was $1. I don't want to buy that because you got to spend the time testing it. Checking out the rest of the stuff here, hoping to find something. Cookware. I guess this is a different day. I see this old toy, and it's not that old. I think it was like 80s. I Google Lensed it and found one I think sold for $15 or $20. I don't even remember if it sold at this point. So I did pass on that. Up here, I see this Yeti water bottle, and I've talked about Yeti before in the video. It's a great brand. Some of these water bottles alone can sell for over $100. This one is just one of the basic ones. It's got stickers all over it. It wasn't in great condition, had some dings and scratches on it, so I do put that back at $5.99. I'm not going to mess with that. It'd probably only sell in good condition for $15, $20 max anyway. Not one of the good ones. But I did see this after I turned off the camera. This is a Overwatch League card set, and $12.99. It's brand new sealed, and I was able to flip that really quickly for, I think I sold it for $70. Plus shipping, so was glad to find that as well. And inside of another Goodwill, we got this learning set, which I'm deciding to take a chance on. Some like off-brand Lego set I'm deciding to take a chance on, and just looking around to see if there's anything else. Don't remember a whole lot about this because this is before I just had a retina detachment, so I haven't had any videos for the past couple of weeks. I don't know if anyone's seen my YouTube post. People who didn't, yeah, I had cataract surgery early in the year, and my retina ended up detaching last week. So I had to have emergency surgery. It's not as bad as before. And like I had my other eye, I had a retina detachment after cataract surgery. I went completely blind in that eye. It was a full detachment. This one I only lost about 25% vision. So I was just at the doctor, and he said I could be doing stuff again on the computer. So I decided, well, I guess I'll edit a video. So have a bunch of, just thrifting footage and stuff I bought over the past month to edit. So on the mend, hopefully that's going to be the end of it. It's going to keep healing and I don't have any more issues. because, well, it's not fun, right? So, uh, looks like I got it done just in time, though, before the big garage sale season kicks off. So, looking forward to getting out there. Very behind on my work, though. I was already behind. Now I'm even more behind, like a month behind. So, not going to get much done this year in terms of, well, just stuff I have to do. But here is a Fire King McDonald's mug, and these can be worth pretty good money, between $25 and $100. Depends on the logo. This one's just beat up way too much, so it wasn't worth picking up, but still pretty cool to see them. This, however, this Corona dishes set I picked up, and I sold that very quickly for $60-$70, so not bad at all. I'm going to ask you, if you do enjoy these videos, please hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps the video out. Here's a Yahtzee game, $2.99 Naruto. I'll pick that up for myself. Five Nights at Freddy's toy, which I thought was going to be valuable. I looked it up. It wasn't. Here's one of these House of Dangers. Pretty Princess, not a vintage one. This is worth a lot of money. It's a newer one. Here's another game that's pretty good price. I just buy this stuff for the board game collection, but I get excited. I see this behind here. Phase 10 Masters. I've sold these before for quite a bit on Amazon. So always love to find the Phase 10 Masters or the Phase 10 dice. Always look behind everything on these shelves. You never know what you're going to find. Here it is. Here is the haul. Let's jump into it. I'll show you the footwear stuff first. Got some decent buys. I was there when a new cart rolled out and was able to grab some good boots. I got these. They kind of look like vintage Doc Martens, but I don't think they are. They just have the tag to be looking vintage. But still, these are in amazing condition and they weren't marked up. So I snagged those pretty quickly. Should be able to sell them for $40, $50 it was looking like. And then I picked up these Cabela boots, mostly because they were $5 and they're in really good condition. Now they have some dirt, but these clean up really nicely when they're in good condition. They don't have any major damage. The insoles and the tag and everything looks good. So I've sold Cabela's before. I think the last pair I sold was like $25. I only paid a quarter, I think, at a rummage sale for them. It seems like I sold another pair recently. They're not great. Some pairs are. This is more of their basic line of boot. But some of the Gore-Tex stuff will sell well. I still think I should sell these for $25, $30, right? I'll probably price them $30 to start. We'll see how well they clean up. Decided to pick up these FootJoy shoes, golf shoes. They're nothing special other than they're new. Might be a little long tail. I'll probably price them like $20 plus shipping. These are also a great find. Some Under Armour shoes in a really good condition. And I should be able to sell those for, it's looking like $30, $40. Can't remember. I've been finding so many shoes recently. I also got the San Antonio Shoe Company shoes, which is a great pair. Some of these will sell even for $50, $60 pre-owned. However, this pair, actually, I think it's just the suede looking weird, but this pair is really good. It should be able to sell. I'll probably price them $40, I guess. Why not? They're in great condition. So adding up all the footwear, it's great. Back here, I got this Science of Flight classroom set. It's new in there. The pieces are very high quality. It looks expensive. I couldn't find any information on this at all. But sometimes this homeschool stuff can be really valuable. This could be a $200, $300 set. It could be worthless. It might never sell. At $5.99, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm probably going to price it just $50 plus shipping and see if someone wants it. I don't think it's outdated, just simply because, the science of flight and the history of flight is not going to be outdated. Hopefully I can pull $30 profit out of it. Here's this Corona set I found. This is brand new. It was $5.99. Looked it up and I saw one. I think it sold for $68 plus shipping. There's currently one listed for $75 new. So I'm probably just going to price this $60 plus shipping and see if I can get a sale. I think I'll have the cheapest one on eBay new, so we'll see. This is kind of interesting. This is a sealed Overwatch League 2020, I guess, card set. Yeah, 200 cards. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Overwatch is a video game that was pretty popular in 2020. Now, not so popular. I did pay $12.99 for that. But I did see one that sold for $75, and I think the one currently listed was $100. So again, just like with the dishes, I'm going to come in and have mine the cheapest on eBay at, I guess, $75 plus shipping, since one sold for that. No idea how long they'll take to sell, but should make a decent profit on it nonetheless. Here's an interesting hat. This is a Tampa Bay Lightning hat, $3.99. It's got an autograph or two on it. See if I can get this in the light better. If anyone knows that autograph, I couldn't figure it out. I looked up the Tampa Bay Adidas Lightning hats, and there's some on there with autographs that were priced over $100. However, I didn't see any comps for them. I did see some comps just for this hat that sold, I think for around 20. This is a brand new hat, so I figure at minimum I could sell this for 20 bucks, right? I'm probably gonna price it like $50 to start. There's quite a few with autographs on there that no one was buying, so I don't know. I hope to make at least $20 on that hat. Here is a Madonna Like a Prayer vintage record. This was $1 at Goodwill. I just decided to buy it because it looked like it was about a $20 sale on eBay. I'm probably not going to sell it though. I don't look at records too often just because there's a lot of people looking at them all the time. There's collectors and resellers. In fact, there was a collector there. He's the one that pointed it out. He just held it up. It's like, you interested in this? And I'm like, yeah, why not? I put records, just basically, I call it a record collection. It's not much of one. I probably got like 30, 40 records, if that. Just kind of interesting things. Maybe one day I'll sell them. I don't really know. I got all kinds of metal and hip hop. But for $1, I thought this one was worth picking up for sure. But basically, I just buy records that I like or I find interesting. Here's a nice find. I found this digging. I moved some stuff and I'm like, ooh, Phase 10 Masters. Now, I've sold Phase 10 Masters before for about $60 pre-owned on Amazon. It looks like I'll be able to sell it between $40 to $60 again pre-owned as long as everything's in there. Of course, I've talked about Phase 10 dice before, which also sells great on Amazon and eBay. I think this is still $30 on eBay at least. I like to say this, don't get it mixed up with just Phase 10 because it's Phase 10 Masters and Phase 10 dice are some of the more desirable games. So I'm hoping to pull at least $40 profit out of that. Here's a couple cameras I found. There's quite a few cameras on the shelf. Most of them were just generic, but I saw this Canon SureShot Max. This is a good one. This is actually about $120 camera. This one's in very good condition. You can see I only paid $1.99 for it. Phenomenal. I also pick up $100 plus Olympus cameras like this all the time. The Stylus Epic. I picked up this Olympus. I don't recognize the model, but I just went ahead and bought it because it was, $1.99. Looked pretty good. There was some comps showing some sold for $70, but it looks like it's more of like a $20 to $30 camera. So not bad picking up these film cameras. Should make some good profit. So I got some games and some of these Legos. Not Lego. They're building blocks. They're just knockoff Lego. So I saw them, they were $3.99. I'm like, I better just look these up on eBay. And I saw one box listed for $45 and no sales, but I did see some different sets selling for around $30 to $40. So I figured at $3.99, I could sell it at least for $20. I'll probably try $30. Don't know how many people are looking for those, but I'll give it a shot. You just never know. Here's a game, Trial by Trolley. Got incredible reviews on Amazon, $2.99. I might be able to make $10 on that, but it's probably just going in the board game collection for now. The same with, actually, I guess probably all of these. This is House of Danger, $2.99. I picked this up before. I think I have a sealed version of this, so I'm going to sell the sealed version and probably just put this back in the board game collection. Then I just picked up this Naruto Yahtzee game. I thought it was cool. It's got the ramen bowl with kind of like ramen ingredients for the Yahtzee dice. $2.99. It's not worth selling. I think this sells for like $10 on eBay. Again, I do enjoy Yahtzee and I thought it was unique enough to buy at that price. So I guess all three of those are just go in the board game collection. I do think there's a little bit of money if I want to sell them, but those are for me. Now these were a very exciting find. This is Dungeons & Dragons and Warhammer books. If you're not familiar with Warhammer, it is a miniatures game, very expensive to get into, very high dollar stuff, some of it. This is Dungeons & Dragons. I think this is the 4th edition book, if I'm not mistaken. So I bought it. I knew it wasn't going to be that valuable, but I wanted it nonetheless. The same with all this. I just bought it blind because if it wasn't worth it, I still wanted it because I like this kind of stuff. But I will be selling some of these Warhammer books. Probably all of them because it's pretty good money. I believe it was this book. No, Actually, that one that was selling for $50, $60. It's a limited edition. And then there's two more. One was selling for about $20 and another one for about $25. And these are in great condition. This one I didn't even look up, but this comes from a miniatures set, which got me a little bit nervous because I'm like, oh, the books are here. Did somebody donate all of their Warhammer stuff? And someone already bought the miniatures and didn't know the books were over in the book section because they didn't look, or maybe the Goodwill hadn't put them out yet. Maybe they sent them to shop Goodwill. I don't know, because I'd really hate to miss out on the Warhammer figures. If they were put out, somebody got them really quickly, I assume. And then there's just some other, like there's a magazine for Warhammer and just some gaming supplements, which I'll probably just lot with some of these books because they're not huge money or anything. But I should make at least $75 selling the books. There it is, everybody. That's my finds for today. Some really cool stuff. Should make some good profit on it once it all sells. That's the trick though. You gotta list it, clean it up, test it, and wait for it to sell. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.